Today marks 1 year since the baffling disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 with 239 people on board. The first comprehensive report on the case was released Sunday. It reveals that the battery of the locator beacon for the plane's data recorder had expired more than a year before the jet vanished. Otherwise, everything about the flight appeared normal. Today, Fox 4's James Rose talked to the local family of the only American on board.
I'm telling you, your mind can go crazy when you start imagining what could have happened.
Now, it may be in the ocean, but they changed their story multiple times.
Aubrey and Sandra Wood's son, 50-year-old Philip Wood, was the only American on board Malaysian Air 370 when it disappeared March 8th of last year. A year later, they're no closer to knowing what happened to their son and the other 238 souls on board the Boeing 777. Not so much as a shred of debris has been found. A search continues in the southern Indian Ocean. The search grid's some 23,000 square miles.
Well, I think the world needs to know what happened to this plane. It's not just us.
We get a weekly newsletter from Malaysian Airlines, but it doesn't tell us anything. We're still searching.
The Woods struggle with the lack of information, miscommunication, and theories.
I think the conspiracy is that both the authorities and the Malaysian government haven't been forthright all this time.
And what most airlines plan for is how to get that information out as quickly as possible.
Malaysian Airlines hired Ken Jenkins as a communications consultant for MH370, something he's done for the last 20 years. He's worked 13 crashes all over the world and written a book about the experience set to launch in just weeks. Is Malaysian Airlines forthright, in your opinion?
That's a hard question to answer. I don't know. And I don't know if the government's been forthright.
Jenkins says he was hired to enhance communication between the airline and the grieving families.
And the information that's been coming out for MH370, whether it has been from the airline or it's been through the government, has at times has been seen as disjointed, and there's been no cohesion and coordination of a unified message.
Jenkins no longer works for Malaysian Air.
I'm happy that he's with the Lord wherever he is.
While the Woods are starved for answers, they are spiritually at peace.
If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast.
Sandra says she marked this psalm in her Bible years ago and never understood the meaning until now.
Philip's in the depths of the sea right now, and God's with him. And it gives me such peace.
In Dallas, James Rose, Fox 4 News.
The Prime Minister of Australia said today that contrary to an earlier report, the search for the plane will not end in May. Officials from Australia, Malaysia, and China are scheduled to meet next month to discuss future steps.